Alright, thank you for the time that given to me to explain about our material about mind idea. So in here I will explain about definition of mind idea and function of mind idea. So the first is definition of mind idea. Understanding the mind idea is a statement made by the author which contains an overview of the topic. What it's mean by the mind idea, its simple terms, is the core of the mind sentence. The mind idea in a paragraph contains what information the writers want on an existing topic. This is because the topic is the subject of discussion. So it's mean here, the mind idea. It's mean here is an idea that forms the core of a paragraph. So each paragraph must have a main idea so that the readers knows what the writer is trying to convey in his writing. Usually, a main idea that we found from the topic sentence, which is usually located at the beginning of the paragraph. But even so, not infrequently, this topic sentence is in the middle and or even not clearly written in the paragraph. So we can say that the main idea is the most important thing from a paragraph um, because easy it is the main idea explain or give information about what the purpose of the writer to write this text. All right, now I will continue to explain about the function of main idea. So, in a general, in a general function of the main idea is follows. The first, determine the main problem in the reading. The main problem in the paragraph is usually described in the abstract in the main sentence. So, because the main idea is the core of paragraph, from the main idea we can find what is the problem from paragraph. The second, know the information the authors wants to convey. Is it true? Because the main idea is the core of paragraph, so we can know what is the purpose of writer to write the text. Um, the next, make it easy for the reader to understand the purpose of the reading in each paragraph. Um, why main idea make it the reader easy to found or to understand the purpose of the text, because in main idea everything has been summarized, the author's purpose of writing the text. The next, the conclusion of all sentence that make up the paragraph. And fifth, as a form of unit of thought and feeling, so as to form a series of logically arranged sentences. And the last function, namely, the author can more easily control the variables because the main idea have already been determined, which will later be used for developer sentence that explain the main idea. So that's all my explanation about definition and function of main idea, and continue by the next presenter. Thank you.
Alright everyone, now I will continue explain our material about the characteristic of main idea. So the first is more general, that is in reading text the main idea is seen from the sentences that describe the entire text and the information provided. The first characteristic is about can be described in more detail. Sentences that explain the main ideas are called supporting sentences. And the fifth, the five is characteristic of main idea is usually located at the beginning the paragraph or called a deductive paragraph. If the main idea is located at the end, then the paragraph is called an inductive paragraph. There is also a main idea that is at beginning and end, so it is called a mixed paragraph. And the last is stand alone. The point is that if in one paragraph there is one main sentence, then that sentence can be a single sentence and can be understood even though other sentences are omitted. So that is about the characteristic of uh, main ideas. Now I will continue explain about the how to identify main ideas. The first is read titles and paragraphs careful and careful. This is to find the main ideas correctly. The first and last sentences of paragraph also need to be more focused on reading because usually the main ideas is located at the beginning or end of the paragraph. So the meaning is the first how to identify main ideas is we just read paragraph careful because the main idea located is the beginning or end of the paragraph, so we can find main idea correctly. So the second is look for general statements, then ask yourself, can this sentence be used as the basis for another sentence? And do the other sentences support in describing the main sentence? So the meaning is the uh, second how to identify the main ideas is uh, we we just look for the general statements and we can ask ourselves, uh, can this sentence be used as the basis for another sentence or not, and do the other sentences support in describing the main sentences. So based we ask the ourselves the question the question that we can find what is the main idea in the sentence. So the third is if the main ideas is formally grasped, there's no need to go into too much detail word for word, but do not lose sight of the meaning. The fourth is if the main idea is hard to find, then read slowly and understand every sentence. The five is absorb the ideas contained in the paragraphs and formulate the main ideas. The main ideas can be found in the main sentence. Therefore, look for the main sentence first. 6. Uh, distinguish main ideas from supporting ideas. Based on its scope, the main ideas is usually in the form of a general statement, while the supporting ideas contain specific or detailed statement. The seven is rewrite reread the paragraph quickly in the main sentence to verify the main ideas assumptions you have made. And the last is, if it's correct, recall the main ideas and arrange them in sequence according to paragraph. So if we make main ideas, we just read all of the text. We just uh, to find the main ideas in the sentence from the beginning and the end uh, of the paragraph or sentence. So that's all about how to identify main ideas, and that's all my explanation, and continue by the uh, third presenter.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now let me continue about pronoun reference. Alright, pronoun reference here refers to replacing noun or noun phrase. Yeah, so uh, but when a pronoun reference replace noun or noun phrase, this is most followed by pronoun. It is called as reference, and then because pronoun this is refers back, and then it is also refers in sometime in forward to a noun or noun phrase that it refers to antecedent. And then pronoun reference, there are common by many types. Yeah, there are common by uh, many types. For the first, personal pronoun reference. So personal pronoun reference, is personality, it is individual, it is about oneself. Yeah, and then the second type is possessive, and then the third types is reflexive, the fourth is relative, the fifth is indefinite, the last is demonstrative, and and this is can use for reference. So all the times that I uh, tell to you, it is usually, or it is all of these types can use as can use for reference. And then example that we uh, can explain to you, you may see on the slide that first, John should arrive at 5 p.m. I hope he isn't late. So pronouns reference uh, allowed by pronoun subject he. So I hope he, yeah, he replaced John. So I hope he isn't late. And then the second example is, the audience clapped loudly because they love the show. So the audience here replacing by pronoun reference in they because audience here is not one but there are many audience, so we use pronoun subject they. And then the third example that I can describe explain to you, that is, my car has broken down. My car has broken down, so I will take it to the garage tomorrow. It in the sentence is pronoun reference. Why? It as the subject, it as the subject by my car. What is it there? It means my car. Why my car? My car is broken. And then the last example that I can give to you is Susan checked herself in the mirror before leaving. Yeah. So, pronoun reference at the sentence is herself. Why we use herself? Herself is a pronouns, but this is possessive pronouns. It is included in possessive pronouns. It is about herself. Herself is, who is herself? Herself, Susan. Herself by Susan. Why Susan? Susan is check it herself, herself in the mirror before leaving. So that's about pronoun reference, how to use pronoun reference. It is allowed by pronouns, maybe possessive pronouns, reflexive, relative, indefinite, and demonstrative. And then now continue by the next speaker. That's all. Thank you.
Well, everyone, now I will continue to explain our material. It's about the problems with the pronoun reference. As we know, the pronoun reference is very useful to avoid the repetition. So here, there are some problems also. From our slide, there are two examples. Let me read for us. The first, this is the unclear. In the bar, Simon put his wallet on the table and his newspaper next to him on the chair. When he left, he realized he had left it behind. So, actually, when we use it, the letter it here, it's make us confused. Why? Because we don't know it's wallet or newspaper. So, this is we can say as unclear. So how to make it clear? Like this. In the bar, Simon put his wallet on the table and his newspaper next to him on the chair. When he left, he realized he had left the newspaper behind. So here we don't use the pronoun. Why? Because it can make us confused. The second example is here, unclear. Rachel avoids her sister when she is in a bad mood. So here, when we use she letter here, we don't know his sister in the bad mood or Rachel in. It's better when we use the Rachel or she sister. Here, when we make to the clear sentence like this, when Rachel's sister in the bedroom, Rachel avoids her. This sentence not make us confused. Why? Because they told for us who it mean. And here, Rachel avoids her. So the notes here, it's better when you use the pronouns to avoid the repetition in the text. But we must consider the sentence, because when we not consider the sentence, it can make the sentence unclear, like this example. Well, that's all my explanation, and thank you.